What is your first impression when I show this?
Oh, the worst. Why wasn't Arnold Bane?
Yeah, I think that was probably...
Who did play Bane? Wasn't it a wrestler who played Bane?
It was, and we are going to get to that here in just a minute. But first, I got to tell you that Batman and Robin was released June 20th, 1997. It made $238 million on a budget that was estimated between $125 to $160 million. Now, Bane was played by Robert Jeep Swenson Jr. He wrestled professionally. He had I believe at one point he had like a running beef with Bruiser Brody.
Okay.
And then he had a career as a stuntman and an actor. He died just under 2 months after the release of Batman and Robin.
Wow.
Heart attack, which everybody related to his steroid use.
Yeah.
So, Batman and Robin is
awful.
An interesting film in the sense of how it affected Hollywood in being unsuccessful, and also if it had been successful, it would have altered Hollywood regardless. So this was the second Joel Schumacher Batman movie, and there was a third one planned. It was going to be called Batman Unchained. The canceled movie was going to be darker and a darker and more dramatic take on Batman. In the film, he was going to be taking on the Scarecrow and Harley Quinn, who was going to be the daughter of the Joker, who was out for revenge for his death that happened in Tim Burton's Batman.
That'd be an interesting way to try to keep that in some sort of line.
The script was already written. But then when Batman and Robin bombed, they scrapped the whole idea.
Yeah.
Wally over in the YouTube chat says, I could have sworn Bane was played by Dan Aykroyd. I can't tell if you're trolling me or not.
That has to be a troll.
So the villains from this Batman Unchained that was never released, they were going to attack Batman's psyche with hallucinations that would have created cameos for Jack Nicholson's Joker. So he would have returned.
You think he actually would have?
They were. I mean, it was in their plans, so it would have been up to him.
I don't do sequels.
Now, how this ultimately did affect Hollywood was that this cancellation meant that with Batman Unchained not coming out, they ended up rebooting the franchise, opening the door for Christopher Nolan, and how he ended up presenting Batman. It changed how they looked at James Bond and Star Trek and a lot of different movies where they made them darker, more dramatic, and more realistic.